which is a learning platform. This year, 66% of workers say they're struggling and feel trapped in their jobs. This is double the amount of people who say they are experiencing high levels of stress in a report last year. I want to bring in Dr. Jessica Kriege of the Chief Scientist of Workplace Culture for Culture Partners. Dr. Kriege, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Why do you think burnout is rapidly increasing among Americans? What's happening in the workplace?
What's happening is we've collectively fallen into the action trap. The action trap is this idea that because results come from actions, all I have to do is more action in order to get better results. And we do this at a personal level. We do this at a managerial level. Leaders are doing this. They're micromanaging people, telling them what to do. And we believe that if we just work harder, push a little more, we can be more productive, get more growth, grow in our career. And ultimately, that's leading to burnout. It leads to limiting results because you haven't unleashed your potential by allowing something bigger to emerge, and everyone is feeling stuck and trapped.
Now, that Moodle study attributed some of the burnout to people being overworked and not having enough resources to perform their jobs properly. This appears to be more of an employer issue. So how do workers cope with problematic corporate strategies?
Yeah, well, what's happening is people feeling stuck in their jobs or like they're not getting enough resources. That's not new. And that's not necessarily because employers have taken a different strategy. That's the way that people have felt since the beginning of jobs. We feel stuck. We feel like we don't have enough. Again, it's about the people, not necessarily the structure. So in order to get out of the action trap, in order to do a different way, you have to, this might be surprising, you have to surrender. You have to surrender to the budget, surrender to the resources. Surrender your mentality to the way that it is, reality. And if you can do that, then you can start to identify what is the next right action? How can I shift my beliefs according to the circumstances the way that they are and actually take the next right action instead of just more action?
Dr. Kriege, is it possible to, like you say, dial it back and do this without becoming disinterested?
Absolutely. Apathy is the death to organizations. At least when you have unionizers or you have employees who are complaining, they're talking to you. What the biggest problem organizations have today is American workers have just checked out. They're quiet quitting. They just shut down. It's the only way that they're finding control in the stress and the overwhelm. And so what you can do is you can identify, to get out of the action trap, ask yourself, what beliefs do we need to hold in order to take the right action that will get us results? And if you focus on belief creating and shift your mentality from the action trap to surrender, then suddenly you're able to unleash results you never thought possible.
I love that. Dr. Kriege, before I let you go, the study also says a lot of younger employees are being impacted by burnout and, quote, the threat of AI is triggering significant fear about their relevance at the workplace. Can you elaborate on that for us before we go?
Absolutely. We've got plenty of headlines that are telling us to be in fear. Plenty of messaging from the media and from our leaders that, oh, something's wrong, you're not going to be okay. So we developed a framework to help you get out of that mentality. First, you have to stop fighting reality. AI is here. Have faith in your own abilities, in a higher power, whatever it is. Identify what you can control, and then free yourself from fear and take the next right action. For young people today, maybe it's upskilling. Maybe it's moving to another job. You have lots of options available to you.
Dr. Kriege, thank you for leaving us on a positive note with that. We appreciate that. Thank you so much.